Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded. You're stranded here with Nemsun. Welcome back. How you doing today? Now, I've just updated the server that I'm playing on. Updated the pack to the latest version. The current version that I'm playing on is version 1.8.6.5. Okay? Very important. GW Sheridan has made a few cool updates, added a few new mods, and changed a few interesting bits and pieces. I would like to tell you very quickly what we have been told by GW Sheridan to do on loading up the pack. Back in 1.8.6.2, he changed the loot chests and updates and things, right? So I've just reloaded the default quest database and reloaded the default loot database. And if we look at what commands I did, /bq_admin default loaded the quest database, and bqs loot default load changed the or reloaded the loot database. Now I'm not sure exactly what has changed, but GW Sheridan said do that, and so I did it. I'm a good little boy following my quests. So let's see what's different here. It doesn't look all that different, does it? It doesn't look all that different from the last time I was in this. People have been saying in the comments that I should focus on the quests a little bit more. Okay, I get that. I'll focus on the quests a little bit more, because some of the things that you do along route just kind of automatically while playing a game like this, you can also get the rewards for. So, for instance, making a smeltery and all that kind of stuff, I would do naturally anyway, but I can get a reward for it. Going to an undiscovered location. I don't actually want to go to an undiscovered location, but I guess long-range scanners have detected an unknown origin. It's got an extra N. UNKNOWN, just for your FYI, GW Sheridan. Origin when entering the planet's atmosphere. Please investigate. Please investigate. Yeah. That's a trap, if ever I heard one. Killing tasks, all sorts of cool stuff, but what's changed? I don't see anything that's changed. Maybe there's a few things that are different from previously. Maybe the rewards are slightly different. I don't know exactly what's changed, but I do know that you guys want to see me go through the quests and progress, okay? So I will. But there's been a lot of new additions and things to the mod pack, which is making the mod pack even more interesting. And long-term, more things to do is always good. So mods recently added, actually additions. Nice. Redstone Arsenal, thermal expansion, and all that kind of thermal expansion goodness. Oh yes. And general updates. Plus, just recently, in almost the last update, the 1.8.6.4 update, mods added Open Glider. Very cool. And I believe just shortly before then, Industrial Craft 2 was added in to the mix. So I'll be... I'm glad that things aren't changing too much in here, because the basic survival is where we're at currently, and all of that stuff sounds like it's going to be way up in the technological revolution and all that kind of stuff. The quests are going to be much later on in the game, so we'll deal with all that kind of stuff later. We've been focused mostly this week on setting up like a basic automation and basic power, okay? And the whole power and automation and sieving and all that kind of stuff is going to give me lots of resources, and I want those resources to be automatically processed. And this is kind of like the 5-stage system, or the 5-stage storage system that I want my automation to sit into. I was talking about a factory last episode, and that factory is going to be in here. This is going to be my factory. Okay, but I decided rather than having the output of the factory somewhere inside the factory, or going to some piping and going in and under the base or whatever to some AE2 storage network, which would be awesome, I decided to get all these kind of raw materials all stored in storage drawers. Nice and simple to do. Okay, so let me just talk you through the different stages first, like I know what I'm doing. Okay, first stage, we make cobble. Okay, so we make cobble, so I'm going to have a cobble supply here. It's compressed cobble as well, so we can have hundreds and hundreds of stacks of cobble in this compacting drawer. And also, I can put away cobblestone slabs and stairs and things like that, right? Also, I could quite easily cook cobblestone directly from the cobble gen into a furnace and cook it and make stone. And therefore I've got the other stone brick stuff. So it's just a building supply, it's a supply setup, right? But cobblestone's our first stage. The cobble gen was the first thing that we created. That's that over there, right? Second stage is hammering that cobblestone. So somewhere between the two, I just took that. Somewhere between the two, we will hammer the cobblestone into gravel. And that gravel will get stored here. Yay! The gravel being sieved produces various ingot-like or metals that we would pass on further down to the later stages. And these items come out of gravel as well. So we get the lapis and the emerald and the diamond coming out of that with some flint and some apatite. Apatite from forestry can be combined with a bit of sand from the next stage on and made into fertilizer ready for the farms. So I kind of stored all that in together into these boxes here, right? So we'd be sieving the gravel. Then the gravel could get bashed into sand and we could sieve the sand. So we store the sand and we sieve the sand into all of these different things that we can pick up from sand, yeah? Including having a furnace to cook the sand into glass. Easy peasy. You get the idea though, right? Then the sand can be bashed into dust and the dust will produce these components, which come from dust being sieved. Awesome, right? But all of the minerals, all of the resources, like these little chunks of metal, like these little broken bits of ore and stuff, and then all of the different crushed bits of ore and the powdered bits of ore, all end up being manipulated into a final product that we can smelt into ingots. Okay? So we've got I think it's just 8 different ingots. There's possibly more, like there's the yellowite as well, and yellowite probably has an ore. There's a few things that I haven't yet done myself, and they will go into this final drawer here. So the things that I am producing from the whole of the automation of sieving from the cobblestone through a system like this, a work factory through like this, just working through each stage of possible production from a cobble gen, from nothing to ingots and resources, is going to happen in this factory. And this is cooling me down no end, thank you. Cool down nicely. I've taken to stop filtering this water as well. I just drink whatever water's in this bag. I'm not worried about filtering it. Because, well, that thirst problem, is about the same as eating zombie flesh where you get the hunger problem. It doesn't really make that much difference to you. You just have a bit more drink. If you're drinking and eating, you're okay. That's fine. So I've got this thirst, and I get a bit of a visual effect, but no disadvantage. Even though we've got the server set on hard difficulty. Today, I want to start moving this into the factory and laying things out and sorting things out and having a regular production of things coming down here until we sort out each individual section. And I also want to start working through some of the quests that we've got to try and figure out if there's anything that we can do en route through that can be automated for future ease of questing and stuff like that. One of the things I'm interested in doing actually is these cooling coils from Tougher Than Mods, because as you can see I'm spending a lot of time standing in this water pool while the day is passing me by. It'd be nice if while working in the factory we could have a cool factory environment. So I don't know how these cooling coils work, but I'm about to find out with you in today's episode. Because if we can't cool ourselves down, then there's no point starting on the factory. It's literally, we're going to spend 2 minutes in the factory, and then half an hour sitting in this pool of water over here, unless I put a pool of water in there as well. But either way, I'm not going to be able to work steadily through the progress if I'm constantly coming to cool down because of the sun. So we will sort out the heating coils first, okay? Or we'll sort out the cooling coils first, okay? So there are 2 recipes for these coils, as I can see. There's a diamond shard from Woot, which sounds more likely that we can make diamonds, because we've already got diamonds coming out, than these freeze rods from Tough as Nails. A freeze rod comes from Igloo dungeon chests. There we go. Okay, so, yeah, I can't do Igloo dungeon chests, so this is the only recipe that we've got. Cobble, no problem. Diamond shards, let's see. A diamond shard requires obsidian. Well, obsidian is just lava, which we've got, and water, which we've got. Diamond, we've got. No problem there. That makes 9 of them, and each of these coils makes 9. Takes 6, so that's good. The shard die to make a shard. Gold, a flint, a bit of iron bars, and another piece of obsidian. Again, easy enough to make those, right? And then the hammer. Yet another hammer. It seems to be there's only one hammer that can make this thing. It doesn't cycle through any other hammers, so it is just literally this one hammer. Which sticks and string, no problem, but a bit of nether brick. Nether brick. How do you make nether brick in Ex Nihilio? Well, I kind of remember. And let's see if I'm right, shall we? So, I believe it's redstone. So we're going to need 3 bits of redstone. I only have 2 bits of redstone left in there. Oh, man, okay. I hope I've sifted some out. I'm going to need some a lot more. Let's test it first, and if we need to do it off camera, then I need to do it off camera. There's literally no more redstone. Oh, my days. Okay, well, that's the thing. And then we'll take some cobble and we'll head in over to this thing over here, this crucible, where there's a bit of lava. Okay, there's 1 bucket's worth of lava in there already. If I add redstone to it, does that do it? No. So I've probably got to put that into a barrel of some description then. Do I have another barrel? Oh, I've got a lava bucket in there, actually. Okay, so what barrel do I need to make nether rack? A barrel crafting. So it's any barrel. Surely a wooden barrel's going to burn, though. Okay, well, we might be able to do it quick enough not to worry about a wooden barrel burning. But let's see what other barrels we've got. We've got stone barrel. Okay, stone and a stone slab. So let's get a stone barrel. Okay, stone barrel achieved. Let's put the stone barrel here. Why not? Because I'm not worried about where it goes right now. Put the lava into the stone barrel. Yes, and then put the redstone into there, and we end up with the bit of netherrack. And then we can cook the bit of netherrack in there to get the bit of nether brick. Easy peasy. And then that can make the hammer. Alright, so I just need to sieve some more stuff to get some redstone. 2 more pieces of redstone, and also do a little bit more with setting up this to cook us some cobble into lava. Waiting for cobblestone to turn into lava. I've got my bucket, my redstone, and I only need to turn this 1 more piece of redstone into netherrack and then cook it, and I can make my hammer. But really, come on. Why is it taking so long? I really need to set something up, as this is just cobble into a crucible. I should maybe just set something up for lava in this section as well. Have cobble going straight into a crucible over a lava source to make a tank full of lava, just so I can wander up with a bucket anytime I need to, and just grab the bucket of lava when I need to do it. And that would be great, wouldn't it? That would be awesome. Excellent. Perfect. But how am I going to set that up as well as all of this sort of stuff and keep cool at the same time? I don't know. But anyway, let's just cook these guys up and put some of that into there. Good. Alright, 2 more bricks. That's it. Awesome. So then we just needed to make this, didn't we? Which was 2 bits of string and 2 sticks, which we don't have yet. Let's throw that away. I was thinking of doing some other bits and pieces with the cobble gen and all that today as well, but let's see if we can get this heating, cooling element thing in production as well. Okay, so we've got the hammer. Good. That's a start. The next thing was to get obsidian, which it's going to be again that I'm going to need to get some kind of lava production sorted out, isn't it? So let's take this and let's place that. Let's place it here so it looks neat. We can have that there. We can pump out into some kind of tank, I suppose, at some point, and we can put something hot underneath here that may give us an added benefit a bit later on. Like, put some actual lava in there later on, and we should be able to break through this side. It's actually lower than I was expecting. So let's take this out and this out, and then remove these out of the way so I can see where they are from the other side. and we can pump some cobble directly into there. I do need an item filter type thing. I do need a transfer node. So I'm slowly but surely going to wreck this thing and move things over to the other area and expand it all at the same time. Because I've got the resources now. I've got all of these resources in here that I've been using and utilising all this time. I just need to make some more pipes. I had the sieve was taking on silk meshes through this same piping system, and the cobble was doing all of this power supply stuff. But now we're into an age of extra utilities and thermal expansion and all that kind of stuff. We can start doing a little bit more structured work inside the factory and reap the benefits of all this quite quickly, I hope. So that's to there. So this has got to be really super simple, doesn't it? It's got to be really super simple. So like that is an input to there, easy, and that's going to be an input to there, easy. I need some kind of tank to store things in. What do we got? Some tank to store lava in. Well, a fluid tank is kind of expensive iron-wise to start off with. But useful because we can move things around. A seared tank is not there. There's no recipe for a seared tank for some reason. Well, I know how to make a seared tank, but there's no clicking on it for any eye. So I don't know why we can't do that. We can do a tank controller, but we can't do a tank. Okay, maybe there's something wrong with the recipes there. I'll have to check those to see. An ender tank, we're going to need blaze rods for that. I don't think we can remake blaze rods out of blaze... Well, we can with the compressor. Okay, so we can make blaze rods, but we need a compressor first, so that's not going to happen. So we're not going to make that tank, which would be super useful. And eventually that will be the tank that we'll go for, an ender tank, because they're awesome. So what kind of other tanks have we got? We've got a portable tank from thermal expansion, which now needs this redstone servo. All looks new to me, which is just a bit of iron with some redstone. That's easy enough then. And 3 bits of glass and a bit of copper. That seems okay. That'll hold 10 buckets. This fluid tank will hold, I think it's 4 buckets worth. Yeah, I think that's only 4 buckets worth. And they're both going to be transportable. So let's have a look into thermal expansion and see about this. 1 piece of iron, 4 bits of redstone. I think I got enough redstone from sifting a load of dust earlier to be able to get 4. Literally there's 4 in there now. Okay, well, that'll be okay. Oh, I need 1 iron as well, don't I? Literally 4 in there earlier. Dang it. And I've run out of food. Right, let's go right click on the food barrel. This is something... There you go. You can right click on, and it'll pick up random stuff that you haven't eaten for a while to give you the full saturation that you can possibly use with this picnic bag. So once the picnic bag's empty, you can just go to the chest and right click on it, and it'll fill it up with useful, like it's empty at the minute. It'll fill it up with some more food, which is awesome. And drink wise, there are fruit drinks in the game for tough as nails that give you thirst by drinking fruit, but it requires a water. It requires you to filter water to do it, and the water filters are expensive, so I'm kind of tempted not to do it, but still, anyway, whatever. Right, so this is the first time I've made one of these new thermal expansion redstone servos. Awesome. It looks like an iron bar with 4 redstone attached to it, doesn't it? Yep, it does. 3 glass and a copper. Do I have 3 glass? I do have 3 glass. And I'm pretty sure I've got a copper down here somewhere. It'll be nice when I've got all of this set up so I can just grab what I need when I need it. That's like 1 copper ingot that we've got there. Oh well, it's shown its purpose. I will rearrange things later anyway. Okay, so it was 1 copper in the middle. That's it, with the glass on the side there, and the servo there makes a portable tank. Okay, now with a portable tank, I believe there was a comment about this the other day actually, for like an infinite power using portable tanks and stuff. And this, you could set these to pull in Well, you can set these ones to pull in, the fluid tanks. You can set these to pull in from certain directions. I think I'm going to need a crescent hammer from thermal expansion for this to be able to set this one right. Crescent hammer is 3 iron and 1 tin. Okay, well we can do that quickly as well. 3 iron and 1 tin. Where did I put my tin? Is that lead? That's lead and silver. That's nickel. That's the tin. And 3 iron. As you can see, I have not done much more than put 1 in each just to organise them while I was setting it all up. Okay, and then this. Good, good. Right. Oh, man. I love doing all this automation, but running backwards and forwards in this heat. This is why we need the coils. This is why we need the coils. So now we just need to make a liquid node to pull into this. I would have been better off making the other one from Ender.io, because that would have been a lot quicker. I assure you, that would have been a lot quicker. Because you can just literally pull straight from it out of the crucible into it. And now I'm burning up, so it's time to take a bathe. Take a sit down and a bathe and think about our lives. But a transfer node is simple enough. Water transfer node. And I'm going to need them for other things anyway, so we'll take that and think about other things later. The tank that I was being told about was a fluid tank from here, and this can be set to automatically pull out and push into other things. Okay, so there's the node sorted out. I got 4 nodes now. But once again, I now no longer have the pipes. Because I think I used all the pipes up already in the next section. Pipe. Give me pipe. There we go. That'll work. Oh, actually, I need 2 pipes. Do I have another one here? Nope. Another one here? Nope. Oh, man. I'm going to have to make so much stuff. And also, I've been checking up on these coils. And these coils are going to need an enclosed space as well. So let's take this one off, because I don't need that one as well. And now, this should go into there like that. And this transfer node should go from there like that and into there like that. There we go. Alright. So we are slowly but surely going to be building up a selection of cobblestone going directly into there and lava going directly into there. And it's being transferred at a very, very slow rate. But this tank has no apparent information on how much it's got in it in Walia. Maybe because thermal expansions are so new. Whereas this shows exactly how much lava and cobblestone it's got in it in Walia. This shows me nothing about how much it's got in it. Never mind, I can see, I can visualize, I can do it, I can see it. But now I need a little bit of time to myself while I prepare some bits and pieces. I want to get through all of this and smelt it all down. We're also getting actually additions stuff now, which is interesting. Actually additions black quartz and coffee seeds and stuff, which need to go into here somewhere because I got them through sieving dust. Okay, so it's super hot. Again, super hot. But making this vile dust is just annoying. Right? I've got to find an easier way of making this vile dust to make more pipes, because I'm going to lose loads of transfer pipes. But anyway, regardless. These things, we need 2 bits of obsidian. That's my first course of action now, is to get the obsidian sorted out. So, yeah, obsidian is a simple enough resource to get, isn't it? And now we've got something over here. I think we can just, I think we can just put the water in there. Take some lava out, put it in there, pick the lava up, put it on top. No? No. Okay, so not like that. Okay, let's see. 2 buckets of lava, 2 buckets of water in your inventory, just like so can make you 1 obsidian. So in this pack, that's quite good, right? Because I can make lava and I can make obsidian from ex nihilo, and all I need to do is then combine them together, and that's a lot better than I was thinking about 5 minutes ago when diamonds wouldn't make a diamond pick anymore. You kind of come to expect certain things in Minecraft, and diamonds making diamond picks is a thing. Stupid mod making things difficult for me. But now I've got my 2 pieces of obsidian, I can get on with making those shards with the diamonds, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to need, I think it's just 1 diamond, isn't it? Maybe? Yeah, and I need a piece of gold. I also need to sit in some water again. That is why we need these cooling shards so much. So much so right now. So much so right now. I want to first one just going straight in here. As long as this counts as a full solid, then this will be great. Okay, so we were looking for the cooling coils. That's what we're trying to make this episode. Wow. On all the things I've been doing except for that. Obsidian, a diamond, and a shard. Shard is flint and obsidian. And do we have any flint in there? No. Let's quickly go and get ourselves cooked in the midday sun to go and get a piece of flint from over here. I do have a little bit of the automation going on behind the scenes here. A little bit of the automation. I basically got what I had there going on in there, so that gravel is being sieved as we go through this stage here. Come here, you. Give me that, and give me that, and hopefully I can do this while standing in water in here, so we don't have to waste any more time. I removed the crafting grid from in here because, well, things. That. Yes, okay, we can take that shard. Good. Now, can we make these, like, yes we can. Okay, so we can make 9 of those now. Good. And we keep the obsidian, and we keep the shard, and we keep the hammer. Okay. So we keep that. And that can just stay in a crafting bench, and all I have to do is keep adding diamonds or whatever shard making thing I need to add to it. So that's cheaper, I suppose. That's not bad. That's not bad. And then it was just this in this, and we get some of that. Oh my days. Oh. And did I get my result from that now? I gotta make 2 of them to complete it. My days. Oh my days. Well, that's fairly simple, I suppose. Let's put it down in here quick. Let's put it down. Well, let's put it down right there. Does it need power or something? The completed project. Done. Now, my temperature keeps going down rapidly, just standing here outside of water. The temperature is quite good. If you check out the target and all that kind of stuff, right? We've got the equilibrium, which is standard 12 all the time, all day, every day. That's kind of my body temperature, right? Biome temperature plus 10. This ring gives me a climatization of minus 10. The season gives it a plus 4, and this armor counteracts that season with a minus 4. The time of day is then the only time difference, the only modification onto a 12. So it's trying to go down to a 9 right now, which is the lowest it gets. Hopefully, maybe. I hopefully don't want to put it on so that we've got it working overnight. And if I turn this off now, right, you'll see that it will all soon enough just pop right back up to 19, look, because it's lost the minus 10, right? Having 2 of these set up all at the same time makes no difference. Its climatization minus 10 is the max. So having 2 in the same area is pointless. I have made 3, but having 2 in the same area is pointless. So I'm going to have 1 in that factory, 1 over here, and I've got a spare 1 for somewhere else, someplace else in the future, right? Another thing to note is water, right? Now, if you look at the rate in which I'm losing the temperatures and all that, we've got the armor gives us a plus 100 for the rate at the moment. But biome humidity minus 200, climatization minus 500, and the armor plus 100, meaning that it's changing the rate of temperature change very quickly. If I get in water, then wet gives us a minus 7, which means basically I'm going to be able to freeze if I stay in there for very long at all. And also, when I was wet, I was gaining a wet of minus 750 to the rate in which it was going to do this. So I really need to get outside and make the temperature change a bit. So temperature change is now up, and it's going to be targeted 19. So if I get in water now, temperature should heat up because the water is warmer than my body temperature. Wow, check that out. And we can get it back up to 9 fairly quickly. And yeah, now we should stop freezing and all that kind of stuff. Awesome. And now it should be a stable environment in here. If I close the door and turn the thing on, it will just be 6 is the time of day. So it'll just be a nice standard, beautiful 6 degrees or whatever it is that it works out to. Thank you all very, very much for watching today's episode, making this awesome climate control coil. I will see you in the next week for some more. Have a great weekend. I'll see you then. Goodbye.